Hello everyone, welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am so excited you're here today because, well, multiple reasons. Number one, that this is our very last full video for 2021, and I'm gonna show you how to create a beautiful wreath with a galvanized pumpkin as a centerpiece, and it's gonna be so much fun. But then also, as you can see on my right hand side, there is a Christmas tree already all lit up, which means that we are gearing up for the Christmas season 2021. And let me tell you, 2021's Christmas, I promise you, you will be dazzled. You will not want to miss any of it. And the third reason is because this is the time for our annual giveaway. So I'm gonna give away all of these fall goodies that you will get to see in a minute. I'm gonna show you everything that one lucky winner will get home, and then also the instructions on how you can enter to win all of these fall goodies so you can create something fabulous for your fall decorating this season. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, share with a friend, let them know about Ramon at Home. They will not want to miss our Christmas season. And then also, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss what's coming next. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. All right, everyone, to create this fabulous wreath, I have to give you the instructions. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie some wires into my pumpkin around the base, and I'm gonna do one wire going to the left and one going to the right. It's divided in half, so I have two wires that I'm going to use to attach. Then what I did is I just went ahead and put some skewers right here, so my pumpkin is going to sit right in it, and then we're going to tie it. However, I want to make a bow first because I want to have a bow with longer tails, and I'm going to use for that some of this check ribbon because you guys know that I love this check ribbon with burlap, and I have a whole collection or a whole playlist that I'm going to link up right here with this particular theme, which I call rustic pumpkin theme, and I have from door swag, centerpieces, all kinds of DIYs, and then also I'm gonna use some of this burlap. All right, so let's get started, and I'm gonna give you the materials as we go, so that way, well, this video doesn't take forever to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start by making a cute little bow, and I'm gonna give it probably about a foot tail. And the easiest way to make a bow, you guys, is just by folding upwards and just going with, as you guys can see, with the sign of the ribbon, because this is not printed, then you don't have to really twist and do all that pinching and stuff. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab this tail right here, and I'm gonna put it right here in the middle. So I'm gonna give it some long tails, and as you guys, it's taking shape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do one tiny little loop going up right here. Once again, this ribbon is printed on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and fold, and it is super simple. As you guys can see, all you have to do is fold right there and then fold right here. So that's two that are gonna go up, and then I'm gonna do to go down, one right here. If you don't know how to make a bow, I'm gonna put a video in the description box below that I have on how to make 3 types of bows. That is super fun and super simple, and you guys are really going to learn a lot from it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold one more time right here, and the giveaway has one of these bolts of ribbon with this particular ribbon, so you guys can create something like this. All right, so as you can see, I have some longer tails, some shorter tails. We'll take care of it in a second. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my wire, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Then I'm going to pull back, making sure that all of the ribbons are going through the wire. That is like the hardest part about making a bow, is like getting all of these ribbons ready. All right, so now that they're all in, I'm gonna go ahead and pull really tight. And I'm gonna pinch. And you guys know that I always like to fluff at the end because there's going to be so many elements. So I'm going to go ahead and tie that right here. And I'm gonna go all the way to the back, and I'm going to tie it. Thumbs up, you guys, for this season 2021. I hope that you enjoyed and learned watching these videos, but let me tell you, Christmas is going to be so much fun. And actually, I want to do a question of the day is, which of all of the fall DIYs that we did here, Ramon, was your favorite? Was it a wreath, a centerpiece, a lantern? We did so many great ideas, and I really hope that you guys enjoy them. I had so much fun putting them together. All right, so leave that comment down below, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my pumpkin. I'm gonna put that, it has a hole. This pumpkin is from Hobby Lobby. So it has a hole right here. I have lifted one of the vines up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deposit my pumpkin right here. And as you guys can see, the bow helps it stay there. However, I'm going to go ahead and tie it because we don't want a gust of wind to come and to take our pumpkin away. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the excess of this wire right here, and I have my trash right here. And I'm gonna tie the other side just as tight to make sure that that pumpkin is not going anywhere with any gust of wind. So I am making this wreath for my mother for her fall season in her door. So I'm gonna make sure that it's all glued together and put together properly as if it was for sale. I know so many of you guys sell your wreath, so this is a good one to watch because I'm gonna give you all the instructions on how to make a wreath properly. So then what you wanna do is you wanna bring in your bows and you wanna fluff a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail. Remember, if I come to your house and your ribbons are not dovetail, I'm gonna ask you for your pair of scissors because there is no reason why this is not dovetail. It just takes an extra second. All right, and you might want to go ahead and stagger them up. So like I feel like this one needs to be a shorter one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that right there. Perfect. And then this one also, I'm gonna make it a shorter one. Just let your eye really dictate like how many long ones, how many short ones you may want hanging down. Like this one I'm also going to cut short. And you guys are gonna see this on the door when I hang it. So it's gonna be so much fun. All right, so far that looks really, really cute. But it is time to add some of the greeneries. And for that I have selected a variety of greeneries, and these are from Walmart. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start constructing something going up. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my glue up a little bit. Now I'm gonna start up here. I'm gonna start where I want to finish. So I'm gonna grab my wire cutters. If your stems are too thick, please feel free to cut your stems because you already paid for them. So you wanna make sure that you are just using your materials properly. All right, so remember what happens on the right happens on the left. And for this particular project, what I want to do is I wanna go ahead and go on the inside as well because I want to make sure that this pumpkin is supported by all of the foliages. So that it looks like the pumpkin is sitting on a patch of greenery. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remember to always give it a curvature like this. So it kind of goes in. Then what I'm going to do is what it goes in must come out. If you guys been following the channel, you know that I always give you those instructions because it really helps to balance your wreaths and centerpieces and swags. And so if you're making them to sell, then that's the right way. See how it's filling out all the way out? And I'm just gonna use a few of this because we do have other greeneries that I want to add. So I'm gonna go on the outside of this and I'm just gonna tack some of them right here so it looks like there's some support in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one on my right here. See how it looks like it's starting to look more like it's got support right here. And then in a second, I'm gonna show you a trick on how to really give it that natural look. Because if you are using flowers, and that's another tip that I can give you, anytime that you're using flowers on any wreath swag or anything that you're making that's gonna have a floral, you have to put some sort of greenery because you cannot have flowers without greenery unless you're making a pave flower arrangement. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab one of these guys right here. I'm going to take out of the stem, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna dip this right here. And what I want to do is open my bow and just stick it in there. And look at that, it helps to bring the greenery all the way in. I'm gonna do one more. Okay everyone, as I promised, these are the items that one lucky winner will take home on our annual fall giveaway. So we're gonna start with this beautiful pick. There's going to be 5 of this pumpkin pick, and you guys know that I am obsessed with this. I used it on the cart, on the little truck. I use it on the centerpiece. I use it on the swag. I use it on the wreath, and I just love them. So you're going to be getting 5 of these picks. You're gonna be getting 4 lamb's ear bundles of 2, so that's going to be 8 stems of lamb's ear. These are from Walmart and I am in love with them. You guys know that I've been using them for 3 years now, and I'm so glad that I continue to find them at my local Walmart. So you're gonna be taking home 4 bundles of 2 or 8 stems. Then also, this is my favorite flower from the Dollar Tree this year, and you guys know that I did a haul where I show you they haven't had this flower. So one of you is gonna take 2 bundles. Actually, one of you is gonna take all of it, but I bought 2 bundles of these really beautiful, I think it's a mom. Actually, it says right here, it's a marigold. It's a really beautiful marigold. And then we're gonna get one of the stems of my favorite sunflower in the cream. And you guys know that I love this one. I've been using it for 3 years also. And you're gonna be getting 3 stems of florals. And then you're gonna be getting the plaid ribbon. You're gonna get a brand new bolt of plaid ribbon. This is at 30 feet. Does it say how many yards? 30 feet of the plaid check. And then also you're gonna be getting one of the 30 feet of the burlap. You guys know that this is the only burlap that I use so far. I haven't found anything that is wire that is a really good quality burlap. So you're gonna be getting one of those. And then you're gonna be getting 1 roll of Deco Mesh in the tan and 1 on the brown. I chose these materials. They are very neutral, so that way that you guys can use all of this together if you wanna put a wreath together or a centerpiece or a swag. So let's recap. You're gonna get 5 pumpkin stems. You're gonna be getting 4 bundles of 2 or 8 stems of lamb's ear. You're gonna get the check ribbon, the burlap ribbon, 2 bolts of deco material, 1 in tan, 1 in brown, 1 bundle of the white sunflowers, my favorite, and 2 bundles of the Dollar Tree marigolds. So one lucky winner is gonna be the proud owner of all of this. Let's get back to the video and I'll be right back with you to let you know about how to enter this giveaway. All right, you guys, so one lucky winner is going to take all of that to create something beautiful for your full door, your centerpiece, a swag, or just to make an arrangement for your home. So I will be giving you the instructions on how to enter in this video, so stay tuned for that. But before that, I wanna show you how we're gonna continue by adding some other types of greeneries, and for that, I selected this really pretty eucalyptus. Now I have my pick machine right here because this particular eucalyptus has a really thin stem. So what I like to do is I like to put a steel pick on it, and then I like to give it a curvature right here, and I'm going to start by dipping into my glue, and I'm gonna start right here on the bottom. And what I like about this eucalyptus is because it's very dainty, and see how I'm pushing it forward because I want it to really spill forward and create more of a 3-dimensional feel. And the way you do that is just by giving it a little bit of a curvature to your foliage. If you don't have a steel pick machine, you can find one on Amazon.com. I'm gonna link one down below so you guys can order one if you are making your wreaths for sale, and if you're making them for your family members, that you might wanna go ahead and invest in one of these little tools. It is a tool of the florist world, and well, we florists cannot live without them. So I say we florists, like I still work in the industry. I did work in the industry for over 10 years, so not longer practicing. Sometimes once in a while I do a wedding or I do like a party, but I don't really work as a florist anymore. But I did work as one for a long time. All right, remember what happens on the left happens on the right. And we're gonna go ahead and add some eucalyptus just about the same place as we did the other one, like that. And then also I wanna bring some on the outside. So I'm gonna do a few more so it has a little bit more of a girth. I'm gonna add one over here on this side. I want it to be as thick on the sides as it is on the middle where the pumpkin is. So I'm gonna bring one right here and just go like that on the outside. And I'm gonna add one last one. This one I have 2, and that's one benefit of having this pick machine, because you can pick 2 together and it creates a thicker stem. Then you can split it like this, and then you have a thicker stem. So you have to be really careful not to dip your foliage in the glue. All right, so I'm gonna add one right here, about the same height as the other one. And look at that, how fun is that? All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add some of this lamb's ear that I got at Walmart, and one lucky winner will be taking some of this lamb's ear. And I'm so excited for you guys to get this and get crafting. Oh, make sure that you don't burn yourself, because this really hurts if you do burn yourself. All right, so what happens on the left happens on the right. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and add yet another one right here. And then I'm gonna stagger down, but for this time, because they're gonna be closer, I wanna make sure that they are thicker, so I'm not gonna cut any of it. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into the glue the way it is. I'm gonna lower my temperature a little bit. Then I'm gonna open up right here, and I'm gonna go as far in as I can, like that. And see how it's spilling forward? That's the way I like the wreaths, because it makes it look more natural when you have that spillage forward than actually just sitting flat on the wreath. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip this here. And I'm gonna push as far in. Look how fun this is. Now, as you guys can see, I really don't like this guy right here. I feel like it's spilling forward too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut that little part, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick this stem right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and use it to fill in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy right here. Perfect. So you don't have to really waste it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring some of these beautiful sunflowers, and I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna cut them short. There is no need for you to pick these ones because the stem is pretty thick. Just make sure that you cut them at an angle so they go into the grapevine. Now these ones I do want to go further in to the vine, so that way it looks more natural. I'm gonna do the same with this one right here. I'm gonna dip into my glue. And as you guys can see, you don't really need a lot of material to create something beautiful like this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put that one right there. And I'm gonna repeat the same on the other side. Just gonna cut this one a little bit shorter. I'm gonna insert this. What happens on the left has to happen over here on the right. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that sunflower right there. And then I'm gonna bring one, but I'm gonna bring it closer. So I'm going to make sure that I cut it even shorter. And then I'm gonna grab all of the petals. I'm gonna kind of bend it in half so I can get some of that glue, making sure that my petals don't go into the glue. And then I'm gonna open right here, and I'm gonna add this sunflower right here. How fun is that? That is so cute. All right, so then what I have some of these wispy materials, and you can find some of this at Hobby Lobby. I know they have it right now available. So what I want is I wanted to like create an airiness to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna dip into my glue, and I'm gonna start bringing some of this viney material, and look how that looks like a vine, kind of like a pumpkin grows on a vine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and add a few of them in random places to give it a three-dimensional look to it. So I'm gonna add another one right here. Look how fun that is. And then I'm going to bring one over here. And this is what I like about making wreaths, because every wreath can be different. You know, there's no two wreaths that look the same, and that's the way I like my wreaths, because they are one of a kind. You know, I worked in an industry where everything that we did, every arrangement, every wreath was just one of a kind. I'm gonna put these ones facing down. So I'm gonna grab this one right here, and I'm gonna stick it right here, facing down. And I'm gonna add the same, I'm gonna give it a little bit of curvature. I'm gonna add some glue to it. And then I'm going to go on this side, and I'm gonna put it facing down so it spills down. All right, so then what I have is some of these really pretty eucalyptus. And what I'm going to do with these ones, I am going to pick this guy right here. And this is kind of gonna be our flyaways. And I'm gonna make sure that I add it right here. And I want that seeded eucalyptus to show just a little bit of it. Then I'm gonna add yet another one over on this side. The more variety of foliages that you have, the better. And see how that little touch of eucalyptus just makes the difference. I'm gonna put a pick on this one. All right, so I'm going to add yet another one over here with a vine. So it's kind of encasing our pumpkin. So now what I have is some of these pumpkins from Hobby Lobby, and I want to add just a few. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a curvature like this, and I'm going to go ahead and add this guy right here and make sure that it goes all the way through the vine, just right here to support my pumpkin, making sure that I fluff my bow as I go so I don't lose it. And then I have this other one right here that I'm going to insert over on that side, just giving it a curvature like this. I'm going to go ahead and insert this guy right here. Let's see. You have to go with the grain of the wreath. And just like that, you have a beautiful wreath, but I do have to dovetail this guy. You know what? I recommend you dovetail at the end because that way you don't mess with your ribbon. Look how beautiful that is. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna put this on the door and I'll be right back to show you and give you the instructions for the giveaway, so stay tuned. All right, everyone, so I just want to show you how beautiful the wreath looks on the front door. And as you can see, the galvanized pumpkin really does add a little touch of modern to this rather rustic wreath. And I love the little touch of the ribbon with the burlap, and then also the black and white check, and all of the little pumpkins and gourds and the white sunflowers really make for a modern looking wreath. What do you think? Okay, so now for the instructions on how you can be entered to win this fabulous fall giveaway. Number one is you have to give this video a thumbs up. Number two is you have to share this video with somebody, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, email, or text message with the hashtag fall. Once you have shared that, do a screenshot or screen capture of your share with the hashtag fall and send it to me direct via DM on Instagram. Then you come back to this video and you just do hashtag shared on the comment section below, and that will enter you to win this fabulous bundle of fall goodies. Now, the winner has to be a US resident for me to be able to ship this to you. So what do you guys think? Wasn't that so much fun? I had such a blast putting this wreath together with a little pumpkin centerpiece, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. So be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what do you think about this wreath and if it's something that you will recreate. And I really hope that you guys will be back for the Christmas season, and I will be announcing the winner to this giveaway over on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this fall season as much as I did. If you want to watch more fall videos, I'm going to put a playlist right here with all of our fall DIYs. And if you are interested in more, well, consider subscribing. While you subscribe, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss this year's Christmas season. I promise you, you will be dazzled. Consider subscribing. You can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.